Hey, how we doing, everybody? It is Cody the Duke, and so I ran a video a little while back about Olight purchase that I received, and did a very poorly done EDC video. So wanted to jump back to that and provide a little better video on what I carry every day, and then also transition into some of the options and things that I do carry from time to time or have close by, as someone might be starting to think about what they carry every day, where they can start, or kind of how I began building what I have. So I first started out with things that I had, like a multi-tool camping type gear, pocket knife, first aid kit, electronics, water filters, all that good stuff, which is another video. But first purchase ever was a Glock 17 for home defense, which I'll show in a second. Later added a Mossberg 500 and have slowly built onto that to the point I'm at now. So I'm not going to go through everything. Won't get into my shotgun setup or my AR setup or any of my 22s, but everything I have besides my shotgun is either a 22, 9mm, or 5.56. So I'm going to cover the 9mm versions of everything, along with every other item that I carry on a day-to-day basis, depending on the day. So just first, I'm going to dump what is in my pockets currently, which is what would be in my pockets every day for the most part. Some days I will add a little bit more or switch out my pocket knife perhaps, and my EDC items. But the things I carry every day, first, my wallet is a slim one that I need to take some of these cards out of because it's getting too big, but it just has a money clip and a place to put cards in the middle. Really, the point initially was to have half of these in there, so it should look something like that, but I just need to go through and clear some of it out. Anyways, all right, that is in my back pocket. Also, in my back left, I will rotate more. Right now, I carry a mask, vaccination card, some cash sometimes. Every once in a while, I will carry an extra magazine or a multi-tool, depending on the day and what I'm doing. Now, items I carry every day. I always have this on me, my Olight Baton 3. This thing is awesome. It has like 6 settings and will run forever. If you just cycle through, it changes, and it's magnetized to anything metal. Here is the Baton 1, I believe. So I do rotate these two. Obviously, this one lasts longer, but it is longer in my pocket, and it goes deeper down, so this will end up catching my keys, and when I pull my flashlight out, my keys will come with it sometimes. So I do end up carrying this probably 90% of the time. Every once in a while, like we recently went out for Halloween, I carried both of them so that I could hand one to one of my 5 kids, and they could use it to walk around if they weren't close to me. So first, those are flashlights, and I always keep other ones around in my bag, next to my bed, in the kitchen. You can't have too many flashlights, so something you'll always need. This is something that just sits in my car next to in my door, and it is a flashlight holder with a fixed blade on it that just sits in my door. I can carry this. I have before. It has clips to carry this across the belt, or if I wanted to carry this flashlight like this, but I usually don't. This is another one that I keep in a jacket that I wear all the time in the winter. So it is just always in that jacket. And I know every time I put that jacket on, I'll have it with me. Same thing with this pocket knife I keep in the jacket as well. It's just always there. I'm not as big of a fan of this on an everyday carry in my pocket, just because I like the flat blade, not serrated, but this is good to know that I have in that jacket whenever I wear it. All right, so next things in my pocket, I always carry a pen because you often have to write things or sign something, whatever. This pen I've had it for a while. You can tell it is beat up. It also has a window punch on it. I guess if I needed to, if I ran out of everything, this could be used to knock someone in the head with, but that's not the intention of it. So flashlight, pen. Another thing I mentioned in my back left pocket I will carry is this. It is a charger, so I can just plug it into any outlet and then run any charging cable off of it, and it will charge my phone at least 3 times before I have to recharge this. So I just always keep it with me, especially with the kids having iPads and phones and everything when we're out and about. It's like having an electrical outlet with me at all times. All right, rest of the front right pocket, my car keys, just the key fob thing. And then I also carry this is my shopping cards, home key. I do have a mini flashlight on here that's I think 10 lumens, and then this which is very cool. I keep in it really nothing right now. Sometimes I might put a couple Tylenol in there, but I do have 2 earplugs that if I needed in a pinch, I can pull out and not waste my hearing if I have time to pull them out and put them in. So that's always in my pocket, just in case. As shooting without earplugs is not recommended. All right, that is everything I keep in my front right pocket. I actually do have a Bic Lighter in there right now. It will carry from time to time, but I usually don't need that because in my front left pocket I always carry this. I got it in my stocking like 3 years ago for Christmas. It is very cool. It opens up, opens like that. It's rechargeable, and it is an electric lighter. So I don't smoke or anything, but I end up using this, I don't know, a couple of times a month at least. Just being able to create fire is something we should all be able to do. And then I always have this on me. I know I do have much bigger and more inclusive multi-tools, but the Gerber dime is the one I always carry. Like on a day-to-day, unless I'm going out somewhere. It has just your basic plier, wire cutter, flathead, Phillips head, a little knife, some scissors, and a little scraper thing, bottle opener, etc. So I use this at least weekly, quite a bit actually. So, all right, and then lastly, which I'll cover in a second, I rotate my pocket knife depending on the day, I guess. Usually I just have found I gravitate towards the same 2. This Kershaw here, and then this one, which was a gift a long time ago. They're both very light. There's no wiggle, even though this thing I've had for about 6 years or so, and this one about 4. And I don't know, they stay sharp and they get the job done, and I don't feel them when I'm wearing them. The clips are tight, they don't move around or fall out. So anyways, the only other ones this one I've had for a long time, and I just like to be able to flip it out. It's a little longer and more aggressive, but I don't find myself carrying that as much anymore. And then this one does have a bottle opener and window punch on it, but it is a little shorter, fat. I guess that's a Tonto cut, I believe. So, all right, that is what I carry every day outside of, I guess you can't see, but what I carry, appendix. And this is a DeSantis holster that I ordered for, and I carry an extra mag, so that is 7+1 here. I carry a SIG, a P938, 9mm, 7+1, and then an extra magazine here. I always carry it this way, because if I do draw it with my left hand, I can easily place it in, make sure it's not going in the wrong way. Same thing with this, which I have next to it. It is put in the way where I would pull it out and be able to put it into what I need it to go into. So that is the setup that I run probably 99 out of 100 days. And I don't know that a lot of people like this as an EDC, but I have found that I can shoot just as well with this as I do with my Glock 17, which I am very accurate with both, up to, really all you have to worry about is about 10 feet, but 10 yards at the most should be the furthest you would ever need. Luckily, I have never had to even take that item out in public, but with having a large family and living in the city, it is something that I have had for many years. So, all right. Next, I'll get into some of the things that I rotate in and out, but I'm going to change views real quick. All right, so this is everything we just talked about that I carry on my person. I guess outside of these would be one of those, but that is everything else. And then these are some of the other things I'm going to talk about real quick. This is my truck bag. This here, I do have one extra magazine I forgot to pull out, but that's something I'm going to talk about here in a second. Having a lot of pistols without enough magazines is a waste to me. So I would rather have 3 or 4 guns with a lot of magazines and enough ammunition than to have, let's say, 15 guns with 1 magazine or 2 magazines each. So I've built my setup around having a good amount of magazines, and for all of them to be in 9mm for these here, so that I can change them out. So the other item that I will occasionally carry, if I'm not carrying the setup I mentioned already, would be the Mnp Shield. It is very slim. It carries 8+1 or 7+1 with the flush mag. This is the extended magazine. Obviously this is clear. And so you're looking at 8 plus 1. This one does have a safety. With kids in the house, that is something that I like, even though most of these are in the safe. And I have a DeSantis holster for this as well. So I will carry this. I do seem to notice carrying this more than I do the SIG. So that's why I end up carrying this only some of the time. In the state I live in, I can carry both at the same time. So I will occasionally carry this at 3 o'clock and this at, no, not 3 o'clock. What would that be? Yeah, 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock, whatever. Back, right, butt cheek, and I'll appendix carry this. That would be just in an extreme situation. So the other item, so this thing was the second. After my shotgun, I bought this for carry because the gun I mentioned buying first, the Glock 17, which is empty, it is awesome. I love this thing. It is what is by my bed. I have a stream light on it, so very easy. Turn it on or just tap it. But having a ton of magazines for this, which you can see, I have 4 of the standards and at least I think I have 6 of these and at least 6 of these as well. Those are the 30, I think they're 31s. That's 31. These are 30s, I think. And so just for, I guess, since I'm on the topic, I did get this recently, a PC9. I had it built to model a CMMG Banshee, which I have a CMMG AR, and it is my favorite by far. So this has the same AR setup. It is very smooth. Their blowback system is awesome, and you can look that up. It's a radial delayed blowback system, but makes it where the recoil is very slick. So here is an empty magazine, and just for example, if I need to in my pistol, because I have all of the same magazines, that fits and can operate. But if I am out or if I am carrying both, this can also take the same magazine. So now I don't have to double up on magazines for those two, as I do if I am going to clear my house. I do like both of these to clear my house, along with my Mossberg 500. Those would be the 3 choices I would have depending on where in the house I am at the time. So yeah, all right. The other option, if so the Glocks you can get for $550, $600. I like them. I'm not a fanboy of them. I like how they shoot. I shoot it well, but some people don't. So another option I would strongly recommend that does not get a lot of airtime or whatever. I don't hear people mentioning it very often, but this is exactly like a Glock 19. I would strongly recommend, especially if you are on a budget, the Ruger Security 9. It carries 15 plus 1, and it is a strong shot, has the same Glock sights, and it is instead of striker fired, I forget what it's called, there is a striker built inside here. So it's not the same as a 1911, but it's also not the same as a Glock. And I think I'm saying that wrong, but there is no striker on my Shield or my Glock, but you can see inside there is. It's pulled back now, and if I pull the trigger, it clicks forward to drop the hammer. Well, much different than the SIG, which has a hammer that is much more obvious. So, all right. So in addition, just a couple things, like I will carry this with these are my Shield mags. Again, when I have the Shield, I have at least 1, 2, 3, 4 mags, 5. The Security 9, I have 2, 3, and 4 in the bag. And then with my SIG, these are more expensive, but I do have 1, 2, 3, and then 2 more for 5. I always want to have 5, at least 5 magazines for every firearm that I have. This one is an extended version for the Mnp, which I obviously would not carry, but it is nice to put in this, which I will put on my bag sometimes if I am carrying that for the day. This just has a few, that's what I would normally carry, a few extra mags in for my Glock or for my Banshee clone. So that is everything for this. Again, are starting a collection or building up to however you want to do this. I would strongly recommend finding one that you really like, that you shoot well. Go to the range, try out 5 different sidearms, Ruger, Glock, CZ, SIG, whatever the case is. But I know a lot of my buddies who have a Beretta or swear by it, or a Glock, Mnp, Ruger. Everyone has their favorites, and everyone's gonna say whatever. This one's the best. It really doesn't matter. It's whatever is best for you. So if you're not comfortable with it, even if the 10 guys on YouTube say that that's the best one, if you don't like it, you're not going to use it. So find the one that you like and use it and get really good with it. I would never carry something around that I have not at least put 400 or 500 down the range with, which all of these 5 that I've showed you have had much more than that put down the range, and I feel very confident if it came down to it and I only had any one of these to defend my family. I know that I can hit what I'm aiming at and take care of myself and my family. So that really wasn't the point of the video, but I think it's something that gets overlooked a lot. So hopefully if you're starting out your collection, or if you have a bunch of $1,000 plus firearms, I mean, if those get stolen out of the car, or if you do get robbed and that gets taken, you're going to be pissed, as opposed to a $300 Shield or Ruger Security 9. Even a $500 Glock is easier to live with than $1,200 whatever Zev STI super tactical whatever people carry. So anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. I'll try to make more. This was intended to just be EDC, but I also wanted to just cover a bit of how I build things out. And I'll hopefully be able to do more with what's in my safe, how I have my 22 set up, maybe my shotgun. Maybe I can go through what's in my truck bag and what's in my closet bag or bug out bag, whatever you want to call it. Also, what's in my garage, and for whatever 72-hour to a week survival, if needed, food, gas, water, all that good stuff. So anyways, this is Cody the Duke signing off. Everyone be safe, practice, get better at whatever you do, master it. That's the best way to do something. Don't do it if you're going to do it half-assed. All right, thanks everyone on YouTube. Have a great day, and I'll see you later. All right, bye.